Hello humans of the world, good morning, good day, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching this from, I welcome you. I'm Sadie and this is Sadie Shifts. This is my first YouTube video ever, like my first time doing anything like this. I'm really excited to see where it goes and how it will develop, and also how much I'm going to learn. And to kickstart it off, I thought I'd start with something really basic. You know, you already know what it is probably before even clicking the video, but it's about squats. There's different variations of squats, different ways to perform squats. And a squat is the queen of like compound movement. She's excellent. So she works in everything. A compound movement essentially is anything that works multiple groups and it's working everything. So because of that, this video, I think, just so I can give an idea of different types, will be informational. So it's just going to show the squat forms and how it looks, and not really go into much detail about foot placement, safely performing the squat to completion and feeling comfortable about weights and stuff. It's mainly just going to show you these workouts or show you these exercises so you can take them as you want, give you an idea of things you might be already doing or you've never seen before or you'd like to try, and you can implement your own workouts. So I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to get into the video and I hope you like it. Body weight squats. Now, I'm sure most of us have already done a squat before in our life at some point, but just in case you haven't, the kind of motion you have is when you're sitting down on the toilet. So you're trying to sit your booty as low as you can whilst trying to keep your knees behind your toes. The positioning I tried to adopt in this video is a shoulder width stance, I'd say, and you can see that I'm keeping my knees behind my toes. I'm trying to get as low as I can, and I'm really squeezing the glutes at the top. This is a great exercise to use and for beginners because it allows you to adopt good form when you're keeping your back in alignment. It really allows you to use minimal equipment, and if you want to increase difficulty, you can have resistance bands or use extra weight. Jump squats. Now this is similar positioning that you'd adopt for your body weight squat. You sit down on the toilet like you were doing before, and then with an explosive movement you jump up like your booty just caught fire. Now remember to land softly on your knees when you come down. Remember to keep your knees behind your toes and on an even good surface as well. To increase difficulty of this exercise, I'd say use resistance bands or weights, but it's great to superset with, tricep with, or even on its own. Heel elevated squats. Now as you can see, my heels are higher than my toes at the moment. I'm using a deadlift platform because it was available to me in the gym, but you can use squat plates to put your heels on, provided they're higher than your toe positioning. Now it's a similar position you adopt for the body weight squat, but what you want to try and do is get your hamstrings as close to your calves as physically possible and getting your booty as low as you possibly can. Remember to keep your back in alignment, and to increase difficulty you can try incorporating a resistance band or added weight to try and stabilize yourself. Bulgarian split squats. Squats or a lunge, really don't know, couldn't tell you. They're called split squats, so we're going to assume they're a squat. They look more like a lunge to me, but that's a different story. So essentially, you want to choose a platform or bench that's comfortable for your range of movement. What you want to aim to do is bring the back leg as close to the bench as possible as you're going down into the movement. And with the front leg, make sure that your knees stay behind your toes, and that when you're going down, you're bringing your back knee as close to the floor as possible without completely changing your form. Take your time with this movement because it's a difficult one to master. But once you've got it, it's great for leg days and lower body days. But yeah, to make this more difficult, you can add some weights like I'm doing here. But yeah. Barbell squats. Now, before you start squatting, find out what the comfortable height is for you to safely rack that weight and adjust the positioning accordingly. Once you've done that and worked that out, you want to make sure you're equidistant between the ends of the barbell so that when you do squat, you don't throw your form off. Now, what we're focusing on is that sitting down on the toilet positioning, keeping your knees behind your toes, and using your legs to push up through the movement. Once you've completed enough reps that you feel comfortable with, safely rack the weight, but you can increase the difficulty of this exercise using resistance bands or adding more weight as you see fit. Landmine squats. Now you can use the landmine contraption that I'm using here, which is usually attached to your squat rack or wherever they put it in your gym, or use a barbell against any corner, any surface that allows you to be stable when you're doing the exercise. Now it's essentially the same positioning that you use for a bodyweight squat, and you want to sit down as low as you can, like you're sitting on a toilet, keeping your knees behind your toes and using your legs to shoot up whilst pushing that weight up above you. Remember to keep your back in alignment and get your booty as low as you can. Remember to squeeze that booty at the top, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can see maximum growth. But to make this more difficult, you can add a resistance band or more weight. Plie squats. Now this squat uses an exaggerated positioning, so your feet essentially, like a penguin, are pointed towards the sides of your body. When you reach the lowest point of the squat, you're going to create a kind of rectangular positioning with your legs, and when you are going towards the top of the squat, you push up using the dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever you want to use, to fully squeeze the glutes at the top. This squat you can increase difficulty by using a resistance band or added weight, but remember to keep your knees behind your toes, keep your back in alignment and really squeeze those glutes at the top. Goblet squats. Now with this one you want to ensure that you're holding your weight or your dumbbell, I'm using a dumbbell, at the base of your palms and holding it firmly. Choose a weight that's comfortable for you to complete this exercise. But essentially as you come down into the squat, like you're sitting down on the toilet, you want to keep your elbows in between your knees. You want to keep the knees behind your toes and try and get as low as you physically can with good form. Using your legs, you want to push up through this exercise and ensure that you're squeezing those glutes at the top. You can increase the difficulty of this exercise by using a heavier weight that you're comfortable with and using resistance bands if you feel necessary. You can also use a platform if they're available in your gym. Yeah. Start off by apologising for the lighting situation. Again, like I said, I'm new, so I will learn, and as I develop and grow, I'll get more things to help with this situation, because we're in the UK in December, so it's like 8 hours of light a day, so if you don't film in the daytime, you're kind of doomed. But I want to thank you guys for watching. This just basically sums up the video because it was just a few different variations of squats that you guys can try and incorporate into your own workouts. I know there's loads I haven't included, I haven't even heard of or tried, so if that's the case, throw them into the comments, let me know, and I'll work on, another video, or I'll work on them myself and see how they look and how they feel for myself, and I'll share them with others. But for now, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'm really grateful for whoever's watched this video. It means the world to me. And I will see you guys next video. Thank you for watching.